Let's bring in now Misty Maris, legal analyst and trial attorney. Misty, thank you so much for weighing in on this. First of all, how do we know if this email is legitimate? And if it is, how do investigators prove it?
Well, that's really the issue with Jordan Vandersloot. He's made many statements over the years that ended up being totally bogus. He's lied. He's retracted what he said. He's currently facing a trial for extortion. So his credibility is truly in the gutter. However, Nichole, there is something about this email that is different from all of those statements that he's previously made regarding Natalee Holloway. And that's that this email comes shortly after her disappearance, just days later. That's what we call contemporaneous evidence. So therefore, it might be a new lead. It opens up the doorway to continue down this path and potentially gather more evidence that could lead to more information and possibly charges down the road. Because whatever he says, he's not believable, but this email, that's pretty close in time, so that means something.
Well, and that's what I wanted to talk about, Missy, and you mentioned it yourself. Alex mentioned it as well. I mean, he has provided so many different versions about what possibly happened to Natalee. You know, it's been nearly 2 decades. He's admitted to lying so many times. Why should we believe him now, even if this may bring us closer to something?
Right. That's truly the problem with respect to credibility. It's really that timing issue that means a bit more in this particular case, just because this was in the past. Right now, Nichole, anything he says, it is incredibly suspicious. Because keep in mind, he's serving a 28-year sentence for a completely different murder. He's now facing these extortion charges in the United States. To the extent he provides any information, is he just doing so to try and gain some type of advantage with respect to his current position? So what he says now really does not mean much from a credibility perspective, but perhaps pulling that string and investigating this email, going back in time, and because it's an email, there's an electronic footprint. Well, that could potentially lead to something.
Okay, so he says in this email that he and his father rented this boat, but we've heard these theories of a boat before, although those details have changed too over the years. How difficult is it from a legal perspective in a case that, number one, is nearly 2 decades old, it's complex, it's full of literally lie after lie from, you know, who appears to be the prime suspect? How difficult is it in that a situation like this?
It's incredibly difficult. And that passage of time is the biggest hurdle. Number one, whenever you have a case that's a no body murder case, and I think we can all assume, you know, we're not finding the body at this point, right? That is so unlikely. A no body murder case is always difficult to prove to begin with. However, even more when more time has passed, it becomes more difficult because the evidence has been destroyed. It no longer exists. There's no longer witnesses. So it is certainly an uphill battle. However, this particular email being something new is certainly a lead to pursue, because I think the family and the country and everyone who's read this story would like to get some closure on it to the extent possible and see charges at some point.
Well, you know, speaking of wanting closure, that's really what Natalee's mom obviously has been looking for all of these years. And you mentioned it yourself, you know, Vandersloot is, you know, here in the U.S. because he's facing those federal charges for lying and for extorting money, attempting to extort money from Natalee's mom and her parents. Does this potential new piece of evidence, again, it's potential, does it impact that case in any way?
What's funny about that is when that case actually moved forward, something that we spoke about in the legal community was whether or not evidence would come up relating to Natalee Holloway's disappearance. Was there something new that was going to come out during this discovery phase? That certainly did happen. But to that extent, the email could become relevant in this particular trial. It is a piece of evidence discovered in the course of doing that discovery. It's an email address that he used to communicate with Natalee Holloway's mother in this extortion scheme. That's how we backed our way into this email. So look, it's going to have to be investigated in order to understand what relevance it could have in either case, but it's certainly a starting point and something that's not going to be ignored and will certainly be pursued.
All right, always such great perspective, Misty Maris. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.